child, the daughter of a fisherman who was living in a largely Gothic and medieval social order. And she becomes a character who is guilty of many dark things, but whose saving grace is the fact that she never tells a lie in a time when everybody is telling lies. This is to Omar's piece Abuelita from his album Dynamisto. It is called Abuelita, as I said. I took the kids to play out by the banks of the Rio, where my father was steering his boat towards San Luca de Barrameda and out to the Atlantic Sea. Maybe he was going to Africa and would return his head full of clouds, his bag stuffed with golden sand and other treasures he found in his roaming to try and forget me. He waved when he saw me running along the banks by his green, red, and blue fishing boat. He had the little skiff with Vedette painted on the bow, trailing behind. I yelled to my father, the way children are allowed to do. Giant blue seabirds unfolded and flushed up into the air. When they heard it, I spun around, moved by their whirlwind. The little kitten was following behind, twisting in the air, trying to catch loving butterflies that were trying to catch each other. When he returned, my father was sipping gazpacho and he stopped and put his wooden spoon down. Who is that cat? He turned to me. It's Piano. Carmen gave her to me. I did not want to mention Father Olivares. I did not want to upset him. I'll teach you to lie. And he grabbed the kitten with his paw of a fisherman and started to choke her. He stomped toward the door. His chair fell over. My mother cried, "Mami, no, please." I begged my father, "Papi, no." My father did not have piano. The cat is lying at the bottom of the Guadalquivir River with a rope tied to a rock around his neck in case you were considering looking. Go ahead, see if you find it, and when you do, remember what it looks like so that you might think twice before telling your next lie. And remember how you have hurt God who loves you. My mother added to it, and there was nothing to say. They were a pair of idiots. It was silent for a very long time. The river crickets tried to calm my father, but he could no longer hear them. He pushed his food away, started moving around in his seat mumbling, and he exploded. Oh, the poor cat! He stumbled toward the door. His sobs were deep and they had a hiccup in them so that it sounded as if he could not breathe. He listened to the terrible sounds of the poor madman as his cries became smaller. Just a moment or two into his journey nowhere, my mother crossed herself in prayer. Virgen de Gracia, Virgin of Grace. Virgen de Gracia, Virgin of Grace. Virgin of Grace. Virgin of Grace.